Boomflowah! Good evening, this is BelGeode, and we are back with some more DCS World 2.5, and tonight, I'm getting back into Huey. It's been a while since you've actually seen a Huey video, and yes, I know I say that every single time, but folks, you gotta understand, with the Huey, the Tomcat, the Hornet, the Harrier, and a whole host of other aircraft that I haven't even shown you on this channel, it's difficult to fit everything in. And let's not even forget the fact that I also do X-Plane 11, Aerofly, Prepared, and so on and so forth. But tonight I want to give the Huey some love. I've been really feeling the Huey lately, especially since I've been playing that brand new campaign that came out recently, you know, the one where you're a German pilot. So I figured now would be a great time to dust off this mission. Pun intended. I actually created this mission just before the Flight Sim Expo convention that I went to in June, and as you can see, it is called Terror Boats. So here's the premise behind our mission. It's a quick, easy mission for us here. Based at Almenad, our Huey flights have just been notified that a group of insurgents have armed speedboats laden with explosives, with intent to drive them onto the beach of the Atlantis Hotel in the Palms and detonate them. In case you need a visual cue, that is the Palms. The Atlantis Hotel is all the way at the end. You can see it just under the minigun there. But I'll get to the minigun in a second here as to why that picture is in error. To make matters worse, there's a sandstorm brewing this morning that's providing the perfect cover for our villains as they seek to carry out this plot. Our task is simple. Stop them. All of them. Not a single boat can get through to the hotel, or countless innocent lives are in mortal peril. Our objective: 3 flights are going up today. Deal with the threats. Pontiac 7 will take the lead and patrol the northeastern half of the Palms. Pontiac 7, those would be the 2 helos all the way at the end closest to the hangars. Pontiac 8 will follow on and patrol the southwestern half of the Palms, and I just realized I misspelled patrol in that line. Sheesh, only I would notice that. But anyway, Pontiac 8 is right there in between the 7 and us. And finally, Pontiac 9, our flight, will trail Pontiac 8, then at the Palms patrol the central region. Make sure no boats get into the channel and past the ground defenses, and try to keep both ground casualties and collateral damage to an absolute bare minimum. We cannot afford to mess this one up at all. To lighten the load somewhat, all forward-facing armament has been removed, but both door gunners have miniguns available to prosecute targets. Good luck and hurry. All right, well, you heard the narrator. Let's get right down to it.
Are you ready to copy?
Okay, so we haven't got a moment to lose. It looks like the terror boats are incoming and we need to get ready to go. So let's go ahead and get that done really quick here. It's been some time since I've been inside the Huey, so you'll have to forgive me if it takes me a little bit to get everything set up. But we're going to try and see if we can do this as quickly as possible here. And it being me, I always like to have the lights on. You really don't have to have them on during the daytime, but I really like having the lights on. It's not like I'm paying the electric bill for this thing anyway, so we should be good to go. Alright, so it's definitely been a while since you've seen me in some DCS World, and if you've been following my life any closely, you know that a lot of stuff has been going on over the last couple of months here. Alright, let me take care of that real quick. Okay, let's do a quick test. Everything looks good there. Alright, let's get that up and running. Get our fuel on. Get our throttle up. And throttle back down. And looks like the other helos are getting ready to start, so we definitely need to put the pedal to the metal. Let's close our door. And let's get our radios on, and then we'll get our startup completed. Alright, that one's on. That one's on. That's on. Channel 3. Get our guns ready. We'll worry about the flares and all that stuff in a moment. Let me just go ahead and contact the tower really quick. We are at Almenad.
Pontiac 9-1. Request startup.
Okay, that is what I need to see. Everything looks good for startup. Alright, let's do the thing. Okay, holding down the start trigger, watching for 10 on the gas producer and the rotors to start turning. There we go, we got rotorage. We are at 20. It's going to take us a little bit. Now, the way that I've got this all coded, those guys are all going to take off first, and we are actually going to be tail end Charlie this time around, so we're actually going to follow them. Alright, so we're good to go there. Let's get our inverter on. Looking good. I can close that out. And let me set this up really quick here. I usually try to set my low to about 50 feet off the deck. The high I do anywhere between like 500 and 1,000 feet.
Pontiac 7 airborne.
Okay, we definitely need to hustle here, so I might have to set that up after the fact. These guys wait for no one. Alright, 500's good. Let me just check this. We should be on E. Alright, everything looks good there. And there goes the next flight. Alright, let's throttle up. I think everything looks good up here with the exception of the gen. We'll put that to standby gen. We'll get rid of that. Get our lights on. Okay. Alright, that's our cue, folks. Let's go ahead and get going, and we'll set up everything else that's needed along the way. So, cyclic back and to the left, a little bit of left pedal. Let's see if she can go airborne. Okay, we're good to go. Come on, 2. We haven't a second to spare here. We gotta get this party on the road. And there's that translational lift. Watch the EGT. Oh, we're in the green. Oh, we're doing fine. Alright, there's our boys there. Or at least 2 of them. I don't know where the others are. Oh, they are way down there. Okay. Alright, not a problem. We'll gain a little bit of altitude. I'm thinking we're probably going to take it up to about 700 feet. Maybe a little bit more than that. I think I have the other guys cruising at about 600 or 700 feet. Alright, thank you, 2. I appreciate that. Now, in order to keep these Hueys a little bit lighter, what I have done is I've actually taken off my weapons. So the minigun and the rockets that I'll usually carry whenever I do a Huey combat mission, those will not come into play this time around. Alright, let me just set my trim here. Okay, there we go. We're going to gain a little bit more altitude. Get some more forward speed going, because time is critical. You can see everybody way up ahead. 2 should be joining us shortly. So while that's going on, I am just going to get us up to altitude really quick here. And as you can see, it is quite a blustery, sandstormy kind of day. The perfect day for terrorboats to come in under the radar, as it were, and try to create a little bit of havoc. Alright, let me get a little bit more forward speed going here. There we go. That looks good. Alright, 2, are you in position? I do not see you. I'm hoping he's in position. We'll check him momentarily. In the meantime, let's get our anti-call lights off and our position lights off. And landing lights. Okay, good. And we're making good closure time on these guys. Let me check my gun sight. Okay, gun sight looks good. Just to remind you, since I am in VR, it is actually centered on my right eye, which is actually the better of the two eyes. However, VR tracks from the left eye whenever you see videos like this, so just keep that in mind.
Pontiac, passing waypoint 3 at 700.
Okay, so we've got good spacing here. We are Pontiac 9, and that's our intersection that we're going for. Let me just set up our flares really quick, just in case we need them. Keep an eye on the bridge there, Sir Bug. Oh, never mind. I got it. And I'm hoping 2 is in position, because I'm about to make a right-hand turn here. You know, I gotta admit, when this map first came out, I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to enjoy it. But now that I've had the opportunity to play with it with just about all the aircraft that I own for DCS, I have to say I'm really impressed with how they laid out this map. I'm not sure how realistic it is in terms of if I were to go to Dubai, would everything match up exactly as I see it? I'm sure it probably not, but, you know, for what it is, I'd say they did a pretty damn good job on it. Alright, but enough of my yammering. Let me go outside and check on 2's position real quick here.
Pontiac 7, passing waypoint 4 at 600.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so this is our next waypoint. You can see everyone's already turning off to the left, so we are going to join in. Oh, it took you long enough. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that next intersection is our next waypoint. There you go. Like clockwork. I'm going to bring us down a little bit. We're a little bit over 700. I want to be at 700. Totally forgot to set my altimeter on takeoff, but that's alright. I think we can manage. I don't think it's too far off, to be honest with you, because we're practically at sea level to begin with, so we should be alright. I am kind of gaining on Pontiac 8, however, so I'm going to pull the speed back just a touch. And we are at our waypoint, so we'll go ahead and make the turn. What are we at there? About 85 knots? Yeah, should be fine. Alright, right there I think should be good. So we'll level off and we'll head back outside for a little bit. Okay, we are at our next waypoint, and as you can see, the terror boats are all inbound. So the mission, like I'd stated in the beginning, is pretty simple. We need to stop all 32 boats. If any one of those boats make it to the designated area in front of the Atlantis Hotel, that whole thing's gonna blow sky high. We need to stop that at all costs. There are far too many innocent lives at stake, and, well, we don't want Dubai to be upset with us, so we're gonna make sure we do a good job here as we get close to the downtown area of Dubai. I'm thinking I'm gonna pass this building on the right here. Now, once we actually get to the AO, we're gonna split off into teams. So Pontiac 7 is going to head to the right, I believe. Pontiac 8 is going to go to the left. And we are going to stay in the central area of the Palms and help out either team as need be. It's also going to be important to note that we do have ground defense assets on 2 of those small islands, or actually 4 of the small islands down there. They're going to be helping us out, but they can easily be overwhelmed if all of the cannons on all of the boats come to bear on their position. So once again, we need to stop that. Alright, and we are right behind Pontiac 8, so that is our cue. We're going to go over the central part of the Palms and do some recon. Okay, it looks like the party is about to start. I've got poor visibility, so I'm not really seeing anything here. Alright, as we make our way to the center of the island, I am going to go ahead and set our gunners up. So, Fred, Tyrone, time to do your thing. We'll set you to return fire first. I'm not sure where they're seeing those guys. So far it seems pretty quiet and I don't see any action on the ground there. Okay, so we'll circle around this area here and we'll see what we can see. Okay, so there is the area that we need to protect. That is the Atlantis Hotel. So we cannot afford to have any harm come to that hotel. I'm still not seeing our tangos, but I'm going to make an orbit. Let's go counterclockwise here. 2, stay with me there, buddy. Okay, Pontiac 8 should be on this side. Yep, holy crap, look at all those tracers. Okay, so this side is getting some action. We're probably going to want to join the fun. I don't know why they've split up, though. They're supposed to be together. Alright, I'm going to set these guys to free fire. As soon as you got them in range, just start hitting them, guys. Aha, there we go. We've got eyes on target. Okay, Tyrone, I think you're going to start the show for us here. We've got our ground units attempting to defend. All right, Tyrone, buddy, anytime you're ready here. We'll keep us around 700 feet. Because eventually they're going to start aiming for us. Get him, Tyrone. Nice. Okay. All right, that was cool. And I'm noticing that 2 helped out. He actually shot as well. So we're going to head over to the other side really quick. There's Pontiac 8. And let's see what's happening on the other side with Pontiac 7 here. Together, we should have enough helicopters to be able to do the job in time. These things are coming in as fast as I could set them. However, with that having been said, I don't think that they should be a match for pretty much all 3 of us. Well, I guess that's all 6 of us.
Pontiac 8 in from the southwest, engaging ship at Ball 224-490.
Alright, let's see what's going on this side. It looks like Pontiac 8 is engaging again. Now, the way I had set this up, there are 2 groups that are coming in on either side, the south side and the north side. It looks like there's some activity going on there on the north side, so we'll tend to that in a moment. Oh yeah, those guys are definitely coming in. Alright, let's see if we can take out this second group as easily as we took out the first group. Get him, Fred! What's the verdict? Do we have any left? Oh, there's still one. There's still one. I'm gonna break off. Hopefully two will get him. Look at Fred go! Alright, so the southern side is clear. We got both groups of ships. We need to head to the northern side and see what's going on over there with Pontiac 7. Now, I did try this mission with Fred and Tyrone both having M60s instead of miniguns. It didn't quite go exactly the way that I would have liked. So I'm kind of glad that I hooked those guys up with the miniguns, because I think that's a heck of a lot better. Alright, let me put the autopilot back on, and we're going to head over to the other side and see what we can see. Okay, so I've got eyes on target. There's one group directly ahead and a little to the right. It looks like they are trying to engage our ground forces. There's one there. Or is that a Huey? That might be a Huey. Uh-oh. What's going on down there? Is that one of our Hueys dying? I think. Okay, there's our boats there. Alright, Tyrone, all yours, baby. All yours. Nice. Alright, where's that last group, though? And we definitely have a damaged Huey there. I'm hoping he can make it back to base. Oh, we did it! Nice! Okay, well, looks like we did it. Very nice. Okay, so apparently it looks like Pontiac 7 took care of most of the guys on this side. We just kind of did some mop-up work. One of those guys is damaged, so I don't know if he's going to make it back to base okay, but we're just going to do one final patrol around the island just to make sure that there's no nasty surprises waiting for us. And let me set these guys back. Alright, close up shop, guys. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we can close that out. And let's go take a look at the beautiful Atlantis Hotel, who hopefully will have no idea of the terror that they actually faced that we just thwarted. And yeah, I don't even need to tell you what happens next. This is, of course, a BelGeode episode. So things have to be done. Oh boy. Oh boy. Woo! I hope 2 made it through that. We're gonna need to check on him here. I hope he didn't go smack into the hotel, otherwise that nullifies everything that we just did. Alright, Alright, it looks like 2 is good to go, so that's enough shenanigans for one day. We've already managed to piss off the owners of the hotel, so we're gonna get the heck out of here. We'll beat a hasty retreat back home. Alright, so mission accomplished. A nice, quick, easy Huey mission that I just wanted to show to you all. I've actually been meaning to show this mission to you all for quite some time now. I would say since about April I've had this thing done and really hadn't had the opportunity to just sit down and record it until now, so I'm glad I was able to at least get that done. Alright, we're gonna kick the collective up a little bit higher here and gain some more forward speed. We're gonna need to clear all of these buildings and head straight back. Now, of course, I've completely lost sight of Pontiac 7 and Pontiac 8. I should be able to catch the smoke trail of the 1, however, they might be too far ahead and basically lost in this dust storm right now. But we'll catch up with them eventually. We're all heading the same place anyway, home. Alright, and I am at about 95 knots. Okay, so right there is gonna be pretty good. Let's go ahead and level off. And we'll go back to the outside to survey the grounds. Okay, now I'm trying to remember which way we need to go in order to head home without actually cheating and pulling up the map. I know we're on the opposite side of the city here. We actually came in on that side, so we might want to make a left here. Yeah, I'm thinking that should be alright. I still have no visual on our other 2 flights, but I know they're ahead of us somewhere. I suppose I probably could use the VOR station for the airbase, but unfortunately I forgot to write that information down, so I have no idea what frequency they're on. I might have to pull up my little cheat sheet here, so please forgive me. Let's see, map. We are there. Okay. So we're kind of heading towards waypoint 9 anyway. So we'll just bypass waypoint 8 altogether. That's a bunch of needless flying that I don't think you really need to see. Alright, that will work for me. Perfect. So yeah, not a bad bit of rescuing there. Pretty decent. Now, more than likely what I will end up doing, I keep saying all the time that I want to put these missions up on the user download section. I'm probably going to tweak it just a tiny bit, and I will come up with like a full briefing packet and everything, which of course you will more than likely have already seen by the time you're watching this video, because the very last thing that I record whenever I record these things is actually the intro. So you will have already seen what I have for the briefing. But what I'll do is I'll try to see if I can put everything together and put it all up online at some point in time for you all to try. I do have a couple of other missions that I've been working on for both the Huey as well as the Tomcat. And of course I've got some Harrier and Hornet related missions. You're going to be seeing a Hornet one from me next. It's been a long time since I've been in a Hornet, so I got to kind of keep my chops fresh. So that's going to be coming up at some point in time soon. And of course we'll get back into the big cat and do some more Tomcattery at some point as well. But yes, I do give you my word that at some point in time in the very near future, I will have this mission available if you want to download it and give it a try. In fact, I can also make it so that our guys here are using M60s instead of using the minigun, because I have to admit the minigun does make life a lot easier. I'll have to test it first before I do that, though. Okay, so we are almost home. Let's go back to the outside. Okay, so we are almost to our very last waypoint before we reach the airbase. Let me just check our map really quick here. Okay, we are going to need to head due east from here. We're at a heading of 120. I'm hoping that one helicopter made it home safely. He did not look good at all. It looks like they did a number on him. Alright, there we go, heading due east. That should bring us in. And while we're here, let's go ahead and contact our ATC.
Pontiac 9-1 inbound. Pontiac 9-1, 5608946, QS2972, runway 27, to pattern altitude.
Alright, well, I called that one. That was pretty cool. Okay, so we'll go back to the parent menu and back out of that, because we're going to be telling 2 that he needs to head home. Now that I've got clearance to do my approach, we'll go ahead and put everything back on. And we'll leave our landing lights off for the time being until we can actually get a visual on the runway and are on the way in. It should be directly ahead, though. Of course, I can't see with all this sand. Let me use the magic binoculars here. I want to say that's it. Yes, I do believe that is it. Okay. Alright, so autopilot off. Okay, well that's good to hear for Pontiac 8. I don't know where Pontiac 7 is, but I'm sure we'll hear from them momentarily. In the meantime, we are coming home. Now, I have noticed one... Thank you, Pontiac 7. I have noticed one slight anomaly with this mission. When I tell these guys to actually come in and land at the airport, oftentimes, even though I tell them exactly which spot to park in, they don't often do it. I'm not quite sure what that is. I can only assume it's a bug with DCS. Hopefully it'll work this time, but honestly, I don't have my hopes up. Let me get my landing lights on. And I'm actually going to get rid of the trim that I set, so the nose is going to pitch up. There we go. Bring the collective back. We're just going to take it down the runway length and then bring her on home. I'm on it.
Pontiac 9-1, request landing.
What, you're not going to give me clearance? You're just going to let me come in? Okay, well, I'm okay with that. Coming in a little hot, though. Pull that nose up. Keep it about 400 feet per minute descent. And actually, I don't know if I'll have time to tell 2 to go home. Yeah, probably not. I'm going to hit the deck before that happens. Alright, let's bleed off some of that airspeed. We definitely don't want to touch down on the runway, that's for sure. But I think that is our parking spot over there. So let's bleed off the rest of this forward airspeed. Why don't us? There we go. Now we're cooking. And this is our exit. Okay, so I'm a little bit off the taxiway. A little too fast on that approach, but you know what? We're down. We're safe. Our parking spot is right over there, so I would say we did a pretty decent job. All I need to do now is bring her in for an official landing. And then we're good to go. We can call this mission done. So yeah, like I said, if you've enjoyed this mission, I will try and see if I can make it available. Just let me know in the comments if you would actually like to try something like this. Like I said, it's pretty easy, it's pretty basic. I don't have a whole heck of a lot of surprises going on. It's just something to kind of test your skill, or I guess test the skill of your AI gunners. Alright, we are down. So let's go flight and go to
Flight RTB.
Or do I need to be on 2 for that? I might need to be on 2 for that. Yeah, let's try that again.
Flight RTB.
Okay, and look, here comes Smokey Joe. It looks like he made it. All right. Well, that is good to see. Sweet. Let's go outside and watch him land. Alright, so it looks like Smokey Joe made it home okay. I don't know where their wingmen are, but I imagine they'll be coming in at some point in time soon. Or maybe that's them over there. Nope. That would appear to be either taxiway signs or something of that nature. But either way, I know the other two will be coming in at some point in time, but that is no longer our concern. Everybody made it home safely as far as I'm concerned, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and turn everything off. Alright, and I do want to thank you all for watching. This has been BelGeode. I have been flying in DCS World in the venerable UH-1H Huey. You can expect to see a lot of Huey material coming up, not only with DCS World, but also with X-Plane. That is all I will say about that for right now, but you'll see soon enough. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will catch you on the next episode sometime in the very near future. Thank you as always, folks, and that'll do it for me. Ciao!